Oke, oke, oke.
Okay, thank you.
You can keep playing the video probably.
Skilled professionals to optimize logistic operations worldwide.
Study in dynamic and supportive environment that foster innovation and global networking.
Our strong industry partnerships provide valuable internship and career opportunities for all of the students.
Come and join our master program to enhance your expertise in logistics and supply chain management. In the current global economy, we require experts who can manage uncertainty in the global supply chain.
With e-commerce booming, businesses need skilled professionals to optimize logistic operations worldwide.
Are you still on the way?
Study in dynamic and supportive
Are you in the Zoom, yeah?
Is Mr. Julian in the Zoom?
Yes, good afternoon. I'm here.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Julian.
No problem. Just let me increase a little bit the volume. I was here. Okay, done.
Okay.
Can you see me?
Okay.
Yes, very clear, Mr. Julian.
Perfect. Thank you. How are you, everyone?
Fine, thank you, Dr. Julian. How are you?
Miss Erna, how are
Yes,
you? Sorry,
fine,
I
thank
can see
you.
you now.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Sorry, it
Yeah.
has been a quite hectic day because we had some training on blockchain and some hectic morning. So yeah, but I'm here.
Yes,
Very
thank
sorry,
you.
Julian, bothering you, but hopefully it will be great today, inshallah.
No, excellent, excellent. I'm very glad to be here. It's awesome to have a good amount of participants. I guess everyone from Malaysia or maybe from different places. I'm not sure, but I
Indonesia.
think it's
They
the
are from
first time that I
Indonesia.
had Sorry,
Indonesia, yeah, they are
Indonesia.
sorry.
from Indonesia. Yeah, one
So
day you will
first
be
time
there.
that I had, first time that I had such a big crowd of Indonesian people. So that's awesome for me.
One day you will be there to give the speech directly, inshallah.
Excellent. That will be amazing.
Yes. Okay, but Mr. Bambang, you can lead the.
Can I
webinar.
share the screen because I made few changes? Can I share the screen?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
me
let me
show the
begin
screen.
first. Can we start now, Mr. Hijrah? Bu Erna?
Yes.
Yes, sure. Mr. Bambang.
Okay,
Now
good
it's your turn.
evening. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
May peace be upon us all. Welcome to the mini global lecture organized by University Logistik and Business International, ULBI. It is a great honor for me to be your host today. We are very delighted to have all of you here including our distinguished professors, lecturers, students, and guests who may join us from outside ULBI. I am Bambang Lukmanul Hakim, a graduate of Master of Logistic Management at ULBI. On behalf of University of Logistik and Business International, again, I warmly welcome all distinguished guests, respected lecturers, and participants joining us in this special program. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to extend a special welcome to our honorable guest, Professor Insinyur Inyoman Pujawan, as a rector of ULBI, and also welcome Professor Dr. Insinyur Agus Purnomo, Vice Rector for Student Affairs, and also welcome Dr. Melia Eka Lestiani, Dean of Faculty of Logistik, Technology, and Business, and also welcome Dr. Mania, Dean of Vocational School, and special welcome to Dr. Erna Mulyati, Head of Master Program in Logistic Management. And also welcome Dr. Insinyur Liar Fahmi, and special welcome to Mr. Hijrah. Welcome. We are truly grateful for your presence in this event. Ladies and gentlemen, today is the third session of Global Mini Lecture of this month, and also marks an important academic collaboration which strengthens ULBI's roles in advancing logistic and supply chain education at both national and global levels. All right, ladies and gentlemen, next we would like to invite Dr. Erna to deliver the remarks. Bu Erna, time is yours.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Bambang. Okay, good evening, everyone. On behalf of our master program in Logistic Management, I am very pleased to welcome all of you to today's guest lecture. We are truly honored to have Dr. Julian Barona with us, who has kindly agreed to share valuable insight on understanding logistic service from 1PL to 5PL. This topic is very important for our students as it helps us better understand how logistics has evolved from simple operation to advanced technology-driven supply chain solution. I hope today's session will inspire and broaden your knowledge and also encourage you to think critically about the future of logistics. I would also like to extend a special thank you for you to Dr. Hijrah for initiating this networking opportunity. Thank you very much.
Anytime, Dr. Erna. My pleasure.
Thank you very much, Bu Erna, for the remarks. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin the main lecture, allow me to share a brief profile of ULBI's Master of Logistic Management program. The Master of Logistic Management, MMLOG program at ULBI was officially established in 2023, positioning ULBI as the first university in Indonesia focused in logistics, supply chain management, e-commerce, and business. This program prepares future leaders with advanced expertise and offers a dual qualification, Master of Logistic Management and international recognition as MILT from the Chartered Institute of Logistics and Transport. The curriculum provides 6 concentrations: supply chain, transportation, marketing, human capital, entrepreneurial logistics, and port shipping management, allowing students to align their studies with career goals. What makes MMLOG unique is the integration of academic knowledge with industry-based competencies, including freight forwarding, customs, international trade, and transportation. So graduates are expected to be innovative, competitive, and committed to sustainable development at both national and international level. So, ladies and gentlemen, now let us warmly welcome our distinguished speaker, Mr. Dr. Julian Barona.
But before that, would you please read the CV of Dr. Julian, Mr. Bambang?
All right. Let me explain the CV. Dr. Julian Barona is a logistic and supply chain specialist with 30 years of international experience spanning industry, training, and consulting. So he is particularly passionate about port operation, environmental sustainability, especially circular economy and integrated logistics. Currently, he serves as a senior lecturer at the Higher Colleges of Technology, a role he has held for the past decade, known for his cultural adaptability, teamwork, and responsibility. So Mr. Julian thrives in collaborative environments and is committed to continuous professional growth. Mr. Julian has also contributed to high-impact consulting projects with leading organizations such as DP World in Dubai, STC Group in Netherlands, the National Department of Planning in Colombia, TSL Logistik and Cat and Soft in South Korea, IMO in Sweden, and Nathan Associate in Sri Lanka and Mozambique. He held a master's degree in finance and logistic engineering, a postgraduate diploma in port, shipping, and transport management, STC Rotterdam, and has completed numerous specialized training programs in education, port operation, and logistics. He is presently completing his PhD at the World Maritime University in Sweden, focusing on research in circular economy with maritime industrial port. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are warmly welcome our distinguished speaker, Mr. Julian. It is an honor to have you with us today. Mr. Julian, how are you?
I'm very good. Thank you very much for the good introduction.
Okay,
And
Mr.
I'm
Julian,
ready to
time is
start
yours.
if you're ready.
Okay, please. Time is yours, Mr. Julian.
Let me share the screen. Just let me know if you can see it.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Can you see
clear.
You can see.
Yes, Mr.
Yes, yes.
Very clear.
That's great.
Perfect. Okay, so basically the topic that I selected today, and it's a topic that I selected because I was covering this topic in my classes when Dr. Hija invited me. So I said, okay, since I'm in this topic, let's do this topic, which is quite relevant and important, of course, in the area of logistics. So first of all, I would like to know how familiar are you with the different 1PL, 2PL, 3PLs, 4PLs, basically service levels in logistics. Are you familiar with the topic or you are not familiar with the topic? I'm asking the students, the participants.
I believe they should be familiar.
Yeah, we are familiar about it.
Excellent. So that's even more fun because we can have some good discussions here. Right. So basically, what does it mean? We start just in a very conceptual, as I didn't know how the participants, what kind of knowledge they had, deep knowledge on the area. So basically, I wanted to ask you about PL. What is the meaning of PL? What do we discuss when we said about PL? Why the 1PL, 2PL, etc.? I'm asking any of you guys, participants.
Party logistics, sir.
Party logistics, good. But what does it mean, party logistics? Why the word party logistics? Like a fun party? Or like a partner?
Partner Partner logistic like vendor.
Exactly. It's like a partner, right? Or a
Yes.
vendor, as you said. I would take it more as a partner. So it's a terminology that basically indicate the level of outsourcing in the logistics service that has become really very important for every type of industry, from small one to big one. I remember when I was in Korea doing my studies already 20 years ago, that Samsung was really into lowering the cost basically by having a really good partner in logistics, the distribution costs, because they were really good in production, but in distribution and logistics part, it was a lot of things to work and to improve. So logistics has become really more important for any company to compete. So what happened to the higher number of 1PL to 5PL, the more complex and integrated the logistics solutions become. Do we agree on this? The more we go up, the more it becomes more complex. I remember we were just talking about 4PL and 3PL, and now we are in 5PL. Still not many people are talking about the 5PL, but most probably soon we will go to 6 and 7 and you name it, when the PL start to be more and more. So when you go up means the level of complexity are higher, right? Like companies are looking for way more complex services to be able to optimize their operations. Today, we explore how these models differ from each other and what they mean for businesses seeking to optimize their supply chain operations. Have you ever been in a company that is basically applying 5PL or 4PL? I'm asking to any of you. I don't know if some of you are working in the industry, working for logistics companies.
The last I heard 3PL, sir.
3PL. You're working for a 3PL company?
Before.
Before, excellent. So you can contribute really nice to this topic. So let's start from the simplicity that it doesn't mean that is bad, but let's start with the 1PL, first party logistics. So as it's pretty much showing here in the presentation, doing it all yourself. So basically you're managing simply logistics operations yourself. And that's why you call it 1PL, because the one, it's you. So basically you are the manufacturer or business manages its own transportation and delivery directly to customers without external partners. Very simple. I mean, in terms of the concept, but very important for many different companies, small players, sometimes especially with the food industry, not just small players, by the way, big players as well. They've managed their operations by themselves. Commodities, sometimes big commodities like sand, like many of these players, sometimes they use the 1PL pretty much. Simple operations, example, a local farmer delivering fresh produce personally to farmers markets and neighborhood stores. Pretty simple, right? Is it good or bad for companies to use 1PL?
Domestic is still good.
Still good, right?
Yeah, if domestic.
If domestic, you're right.
Yes.
If domestic still is quite really good. Some people have small trucks, small motorbikes, and they manage to do their own logistics. What are the pros on this type of operation when you have small scale operations, local operations, maybe few assets yourself, and you manage your transportation and your inventories? What are the pros on this? What is the pros on this, guys? Complete operational. Sorry, go ahead.
Exclude from the cons is in the right.
Yeah.
I think fun.
Fun.
Yeah, funding, because they need
funding.
to,
Okay.
Yes, because company need to saving more money for their employee resource, example employee.
Okay, can you elaborate? You guys need to have more employees, you mean?
Yeah, company should strong funding.
Okay. Yes, especially if you have some assets, definitely you need to have more funds, right? More capital, we
Yes,
could say.
yes,
Okay.
capital.
Pros is complete operational control. That is very nice for many people to have control of their operations, of course. Especially sometimes you want direct control with the delivery of your products to the final customer, because at that point, sometimes many mistakes can happen. People are not very pleased, not very happy with the service that some other company can have. But if you have your own control of the deliveries and of the contact with the final customer, that's kind of a very good point for the company. Simple, straightforward processes. Well, compared to 3PL, 4PL, definitely yes. Direct customer relationships, as I was mentioning to you, I think that is a very positive part. Cons, limited scalability potential, of course, or as you said, very good point that you mentioned, or you need to invest way more resources if you want more scalability. Decrease efficiency as business grows, right? Because you might maybe not utilize the assets in a very good way. And as you mentioned clearly as well, high resource investments requirements, especially when the companies start to grow. So there you see the necessity to move up, we can say, in the level of service and in the level of partnership. Any question for this 1PL? I guess not, because you're quite familiar with the topic. Which type of industries are using this 1PL? Definitely local farmers use this kind of level. I will say also perishable goods, right? Any other industry that you can think about?
Maybe small bakery, sir.
Small bakery is good. Good point. Definitely small bakeries. I have a friend here in the UAE who has, they have a bakery, as you're saying, and they do all the deliveries with small vans. So definitely good point. But always small companies, or sometimes bigger companies can think about 1PL. What do you think?
It has to be a small company, maybe because they have a limited logistic expertise. I thought.
Well, yes and no. We have also some big players like cement or mining industry. You know, they have their own even trains and railway, and they can do their own logistics operations themselves, from the extraction of the commodity directly to the production plant, which usually can be close, maybe a few kilometers, and they use their own logistics. But I will say you're right. Mainly, I would say small players, with the exception of this big corporation that maybe move from the source of the material to some production plant not very far away from the source. So what about, of course, 2PL? Well, increasing the level of complexity. And then it says here very clear, transport specialist. So what is the 2PL, guys? Can anyone tell me about the difference, or basically what is the 2PL or the transport specialist? Well, as it says here very clearly, is asset-based carriers. Asset-based carriers are the logistics providers, right? And these providers own transportation means, including trucks, ships, planes, and rail system for moving the goods. So I am a company that has a lot of trucks, from 3 to 4 to 5 to 10 to 20 trucks. and I move cargo from point A to point B for another company, right? So I think this is a clear example of a 2PL. I'm a cargo owner, and I just want to move cargo, and I contact another partner, another person, another company to do this transportation for me. But only for trucks? No, right? Companies use Etihad, use Emirates, use Malaysian Airlines to be able to move cargo from Indonesia to some other place. And of course, it's also they are using a 2PL. Focus scope, they handle physical movements only without additional logistics services like warehousing or inventory management. Well, I will not say this is totally true, because usually transportation, if you're talking about, by ship or by airplane or even by trucks, the cargo stops in some place, maybe for short time, and then continue its journey to the final destination. But so maybe a little bit of storage is there when you're talking about 2PL, but it's just a short stop in the journey to the final destination. Some example that I have here: a trucking company hires specifically to move manufactured goods from factory to distribution warehouse, adding transportation efficiency, but with limited scope beyond physical movement. So limited scope beyond physical movement can be one of the characteristics, right? And mainly is transportation. Okay. Many examples, I think many companies use 2PL. Majority of companies use another company that handles the transportation. So I think it's very easy to put many different examples, I would say. Anything that you can add on this 2PL, since you have been dealing with the topic also, some of you? So what is the core offering here? What is the core offering we can mention as a core business that you are outsourcing?
Transportation
Physical
or
movement.
warehousing.
Sorry?
Transportation or warehousing, sir?
Hello?
Hello, Mr.
I
Julian.
think the voice of Mr. Julian is gone. Wait a minute.
1 second. Sorry, guys. 1 second. Hello, hello? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry, can you
Mr.
hear me?
Julian. Very good.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I was asking about the core offering is the physical movement of the goods. So the trucks, the ships, the planes, basically they sell capacity, right? Container slots, or they sell, or they offer space, cargo holds for planes, etc., for many different people to use it, their services. Anything that you want to contribute to the 2PL, guys? Anything that you would like to contribute on the 2PL, or I continue?
Please continue,
All right,
sir.
let's continue then.
Okay.
So we go to the third player, to the third level, let's say, which is kind of what people were talking more and more from the last 10, 15, maybe even 20 years. 3PL, third-party logistics. So a more comprehensive outsourcing, we can call it, right? Go beyond asking only for transportation, but companies are looking to have more adding value activities, outsourcing more than just the transportation. Warehousing, for example, I think one of the services that many people are increasing their use, of course, inventory management. order fulfillment, shipping of the goods, and of course the return processing. All these logistics activities are offered by 3PL companies. So as the word was saying, more comprehensive outsourcing of activities. Of course, they act as an intermediary between manufacturer and the end customer. So again, it's a partner that supports manufacturers to provide good service to the customer and of course, sometimes to reduce the costs. These services include, of course, warehousing, storage, and management, right? Some companies do not have the facilities, as you were saying, your colleague in the first presentation, the capital to have a warehouse. Small businesses, difficult for them to have warehouses sometimes. They grow very fast, and then they have to use a 3PL. Order processing and fulfillment, another key services. Inventory tracking and optimization. One of the services that companies are aiming more for, because inventories, are quite expensive. Sometimes 70, 80% of working capital are invested in inventories for companies. And sometimes even 20, 30% are assets. So it's very important to manage the inventory, and what better than have a company that can do it for us. And of course, returns and reverse logistics that you are also very familiar with the topic. So this is some of the main services. I know we have there someone that has been working in 3PL. Anything that you would like to add, especially on the services? We don't mention here transportation, but they also give the transportation, of course. And we see how some people here doing packing and shipping operations in the picture. Most of the companies like DSV Logistics, DHL, they offer 3PL services. Aramex here in the UAE. What kind of company, big player you have in Indonesia that do 3PL operations? I'll try to spoon feed something from you guys. Some 3PL company or good player in logistics, local operator, or you have mainly big players?
Indonesia also adopt the DHL.
Adopt?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. DHL is everywhere, to be honest. But do you have any local player?
We have GNA Express. It was a new player in Indonesia.
Pos
Good.
Indonesia, I think. Government company. PT Pos.
Mr. Julian,
Yeah,
this is
that's good
Tinggi.
idea.
There's
Pos
only
For
Indonesia.
for third party
shipping, yeah.
player, usually Pos and Kamajaya have a local.
Good. So yeah, we have local players. That's good. And we have also, of course, the big players that sometimes it's very complicated to compete with these big players because of the cost and the level of operations. But I think still in the 3PL, small players can play an important role. Benefits, of course, save time. Time is money. Of course, time also, especially the strategy of the companies to compete in the market, to be very competitive, to use very good resources. 3PL is I think it's a must, right? Time equal to saving time, also equal to saving cost, and many companies are looking for this. Reduce operational errors. Errors impact quality, and quality is critical for many companies, actually for all companies these days. With this competitive environment, quality becomes critical. And if a player can help you to reduce errors, why not? Allows business to focus on core competencies and growth. That has been one of the key selling points for 3PLs. Let the manufacturer to concentrate in whatever they do the best, and let me help you with all these logistic services. So the guy working for the 3PL company, who were your main customers in Indonesia when you were working for the 3PL company? Who were your main customers? Any specific industry?
Maybe manufacturer, sir.
Manufacturing, maybe in foods.
Food, right? Food. Yeah. What
Water.
else?
Water in namanya?
Mineral water in the yes, bottle.
Good. Mineral water. Okay. Interesting.
Manufacturing for the they have a warehouse, they have an inventory, and also moving that they produce to the distributing area.
Good.
Local and also maybe in export for the other country.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
True.
I think Indonesia have that 3PL adopt.
Yeah, I think even companies, I mean, the 2PL and 3PL, of course, are quite important, but I think companies tend to start using more the 3PL, right? More than the only transportation. They're looking into more added services. Of course, every service has a cost involved. So I think you always have to be careful as well with this, of course. But yeah, so 3PL becoming, as I said, more and more interesting for manufacturing companies in the last 10, 15 years. So what about the next one? I cannot see here. What about our third player? Let me see if I am, yes. What is the fourth player, the 4PL, sorry, the 4PL, which is four-party logistics? Kind of started to hear about this maybe 20 years ago already. What do you think? The 4PL start to appear. Supply chain integrator. What are we integrated with the 4PL? What is the integration there?
Network.
Network, right?
Yes.
They oversee multiple 3PLs. They tend to oversee another 3PLs in a network, correct? So we start to call them 4PL, good. And they start to be more as a partner, strategic partner, we can say, support the company in strategy development, setting goals. How are we going to achieve these goals globally, right? Design comprehensive supply chain strategy without owning physical assets. That's interesting. They work with 2PLs, with 3PLs to be able to integrate a comprehensive network. Provide coordination, oversees multiple 3PLs and logistics providers to optimize efficiency. So efficiency becomes way more critical, I would say. We have some technology integration. Technology start to be more important already in the 3PL and 4PL. Focuses on IT system, procurement, and financial planning as well. So we go more into more system design decisions that are quite critical for organizations and for the supply chain. Builds long-term strategic partnership across the supply network. So we move from more transactional, short-term to more long-term strategic partnership for companies. I think that's good, right? When you have some companies that can help you develop the IT infrastructure and the IT capabilities and your network, I think that's quite interesting for many different companies. So this guy becomes more a business long-term partner, right? It's really good to manage the risks, of course. And as I told before, participant basically help in the strategy development of the company and the strategy of operations, manufacture, and supply chain. As I just at the end, it says a 4PL designing and managing a multinational company's entire global supply chain network, coordinating vendors, routes, and technology systems. I know the cell phone industry use a lot of 4PL, and not just the cell phone industry, but many of the high-tech companies use a lot of the 4PLs because of the immense global operations, reaching far destinations, etc., etc. Anything that you want to talk about the 4PL? Anyone with some practical experience?
Is there 3PL or 4PL have a different about the just only the networking and I mean that area maybe. Is that right, sir?
The what, sorry?
For 3PL and 4PL, the different 3PL and 4PL, it's about the network. Is that right?
Pretty
And
much.
supply chain.
Pretty much it's about the network, it's about capabilities of managing pretty complex supply chains when it's necessary to not just deal with one 3PL, but several 3PLs just because of the needs of the company, right? So yes, I would say, you're integrating, as the title says, you're integrating with another 3PL companies. But on the eyes of the customer, you're dealing only with one, the customer is only dealing with you as a 4PL company. The customer doesn't have to deal with 2, 3, or 4, or 5, you name it. 3PLs is looking only, or is checking only into one, or discussing with one, and that one has the capabilities to integrate the other operations. We'll see some more examples here. I've been, for example, here in DSB, they are working for Zara, the big player Zara, Zara, right? The Spanish company that it's a retail shop for clothes, and it's quite big player in the world, one of the top players. And DSB, I don't know if they do the 3PL or the 4PL. I don't remember well, but they definitely manage all the supply chain for Zara. I think they do the 4PL because they do the supply chain. They manage the supply chain for Zara in the UAE, of course, but also many of the products are coming directly from different places. So I think they're also into the 4PL because they have to integrate with all the network from Spain and other places. So that's kind of an example of a 4PL. You don't talk to Zara, any customer order goes to DSB. DSB do the packing, the delivery, everything for the company Zara. So basically, Zara is not involved. Zara only receives reports about what is happening with their operations from every cargo that comes from DSB. But what about this one, which is becoming a little bit more complicated already? And I don't recall any example like that I have been dealing with or seen clearly myself on the 5PL, but also have been in the market for a couple of years already. For sure, more than 5 years, we have been hearing about 5PL. And now with all the digitalization and technology, automation, artificial intelligence, and all this very relatively new buzzword that we're talking about, and using 5PL will become even more and more well known and done in the practice, I would say. Fifth party logistics network and technology innovators. This is kind of the catchy word here. They help customers, and they not just help customers, but provide customers with the capability of do some innovations, apply artificial intelligence for them, apply machine learning from them because they don't have the capabilities. So if you're working with a 5PL, they will help you in advanced analytics, for example, manage complex supply chain networks using AI-driven analytics and machine learning algorithms for optimization. So if you can work with a company that offers you this, but not just for your local operations, of course, but for more the global operations, then we can already think that we're talking for 5PLs, right? Help you to innovate in technology, do some developments that you would not be able to do it by your own. Flow automation, focus on automated processes, e-commerce fulfillment at massive scale, and fully integrated technology solutions. There's a couple of companies, many companies that help you, for example, do the automation for warehouses and all this. We could consider this as a 5PL companies. Network orchestration, so basically they, same as the 4PL, enable business to scale globally with cutting-edge technological engineering and supply chain innovation. So you see, we look into, or we see more like innovation everywhere. That's what makes maybe the difference between the 4PL and the 5PL. These capabilities of provide something unique, like, as I said, AI-driven analytics, or the uniqueness of automate some processes in not just one plant, but 2, 3, 4, 5 different plants, or manage a really high big network like the 4PL, but with some cutting-edge technological developments that can categorize this partnership as a 5PL. Example, a 5PL coordinating multiple interconnected supply chains. Okay, that's pretty much the same as a 4PL, but with predictive analytics, real-time optimization, and seamless integration across platforms and partners. So the first part of the definition, we look into, okay, this is 4PL or 5PL, but then you see the use of the unique technology capabilities, then we can refer more as a 5PL company. Of course, we can talk about 5PL, for example, Amazon. Amazon, for so many players, Amazon have machine learning. Amazon has this type of capabilities that not many company will be able to offer. So if we talk about Amazon, but it's not, Amazon have many different divisions. I think I will give you some examples later that they are really using 5PL. Yeah, I think it's here, you see. Example, because I know that 5PL is kind of more is a really interesting buzzwords, but it's kind of unknown and difficult to understand. So we have two companies here that I invite you to look at them, not just two or more here, but one that I was researching about is Flexport. What they do is a cloud-based logistics platform that integrates freight forwarding, customs brokerage, warehouse, and analytics into one system. Okay? You can spend some time looking at it later, of course, and then, then look what it is called a 5PL company. Why is it 5PL again? Asset light, as 4PL as well. Flexport doesn't own ships or planes, but orchestrates across carriers globally. Okay, so far we're looking into 4PL and 5PL. Tech-driven, this is maybe more into the 5PL, uses AI, data dashboards, and APIs for real-time visibility. Okay. Also can be confused by a 4PL. Network-oriented, manage entire supply chains for clients, especially in e-commerce and global trade. So again, technology kind of make the difference here. Example of use case, a US e-commerce brand can ship products from factories in Asia. Flexport arrange suppliers, carriers, warehouse, customs, and last mile delivery, all optimized through one digital platform. Okay. Another example. So they call themselves 5PL. Another one example is all these companies, DHL, Amazon, and I just quoted the one of Amazon Global Logistics via fulfillment centers by Amazon. Manages everything from seller warehouse, Amazon fulfillment center, last mile delivery, full integrated, tech-driven, demand-based supply chain. DHL supply chain control tower as well. Nagel, all big players that you can see the last two. And of course, Amazon is also into 5PL, basically because of the technology use. So we can see here, just in a one diagram comparison, direct control, the 1PL, transport specialist, the 2PL, comprehensive outsourcing, the 3PL, supply chain integration, the 4PL, strategic network, the 5PL. So if you want to differentiate with only one or two words, you can see the differentiation. Each level represents increasing outsourcing and complexity, as we discussed in the introduction, moving from direct physical handling to sophisticated data-driven supply chain orchestration. What better picture to illustrate this than the one we have here? A lot of dashboards, traceability, artificial intelligence, business analytics, that more and more companies are looking for this for optimize operations and make better decisions. But why choose higher party logistics levels? Let's see why we want to use higher party logistics. Well, best for small and local business with simple transport needs and direct customer relationship. Good. We've started the 1PL. Excellent. Of course, very much is cheaper than the 3PL, 4PL, and 5PL, right? Ideal for companies waiting to outsource operations, improve efficiency, and focus on core business activities. 3PL. 4PL for businesses seeking comprehensive supply chain management. Lot of retailers, maybe 3-4 manufacturing plants, need more optimization, moving plants from one area to the other one, and a lot of strategic coordination between the companies in the supply chain. We're looking more into the 4PL. 5PL, of course, suite for enterprises requiring integrated technology-driven global logistics network and a lot of innovation. In these days, for the last, I would say 5 to 6 years, starting with automation, has been more and more critical, the 4PL and 5PL for many big players. Some quick comparisons that I leave it to you because I think we compared also in the previous slides, right? Yeah. How do we see the future of logistics, strategic partnership, and innovation for many players, from small, medium, and large corporations? Strategic partnership, especially with some of the big companies. A lot of innovation with artificial intelligence, not just for manufacturing, but outsourcing, distribution, insourcing, etc. So digital transformation, logistics is evolving rapidly with digitalization, as we know, artificial intelligence and advanced automation technologies. Evidence day by day, but not just by Amazon, but many other companies. The future of logistics, looking for more competitive advantage, partnering with 4PL and 5PL providers can unlock significant competitive advantages and operational efficiencies. And of course, more strategic alliances, choosing the right PL model aligns your logistics operation with your business growth, trajectory, and operational complexity. Okay, so at the end, it all depends on your vision as a company and your, I would say, your level of operations that you have at the moment. So ready to transform your supply chain? Let's explore the best logistics partnership model for your specific business needs and growth objectives. It's good to start from 1 PL and move up slowly in the ladder to more complex systems. So we go for the more interesting part, I would say, just two cases that I have here. One basically to comment about it, and the other one is to discuss it. But can we have a short break of 2 minutes so I can drink some water? Just 2 minutes?
Please,
Yeah,
sir.
sure, Mr. Julian.
Okay.
It's
Please, sir.
okay,
And
sir.
also the participant can.
Only 2 minutes.
Okay.
Right. How is it so far? Miss Yayu, did you enjoy the presentation?
Yes, of course, sir. I really enjoyed the presentation. And I really like how Mr. Julian bring the presentation.
So I guess you'll be ready with your question, inshallah.
Yes,
To
inshallah.
discuss. Yeah.
Inshallah.
He's very pleased to facilitate us to discuss with the case study or something else, inshallah.
Okay, of course. I have a list the question the question from my friends, of course. They are so interested about the topic. And you guys can fill the link or you can scan the barcode to get your certificate. You can see the link and the barcode at the Zoom chat. Yeah, Mr. Bambang.
Yeah. Thank you,
So the
Yayu.
participant will get the certificate, yeah?
Yeah.
That's great. It's international webinar, basically.
Yeah.
We also
And
thank you for the participant and active participant to ELT, Pak Junius Nababang.
Okay, guys, I'm back.
yeah, welcome back.
And that was really 2 minutes just to refresh myself with the water, and that's it. Plus, I want to stick with the time, so pretty much we are a little bit short, but it's okay. All right, let me just move this. Okay, my screen just, okay, now it's okay. So we have one case study that is just to discuss about it, and the other one is something for you to do, of course, so that's good. So, e-commerce evolution. Oh, my battery is running out. Okay, e-commerce evolution. I don't know why my battery is running out if I connect it. That's weird. Sorry, guys. That disappear. I hope it's gonna give me another 10 minutes because I'm connected to the car, so it shouldn't be disconnected. All right. So e-commerce evolution. We have, of course, e-commerce has been around for, I remember, easily 30 years or more, definitely. When I was in South Korea, it was really booming in Korea 20-something years ago, and I'm sure in this area of the world where I am now, it was not start pretty much, but anyway, it has been for a long time. So let's see the case of the e-commerce evolution. 18, as I said, less. 1 PL starts. Small online retail handling all shipping from home garage.
Unfortunately, I think his battery is low, right?
Maybe connection.
Okay.
Don't we will be waiting.
Okay.
He will realize soon.
Stay tuned and hear.
Okay.
Assalamualaikum, Mr. Hijrah. How are you?
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah. Mr. Stephen, how are you there?
I'm good.
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah,
Me too.
yeah, it's a
Mm.
blessing. Can hear your voice already in good condition, huh?
Alhamdulillah. Where are you
Alhamdulillah.
in Indonesia? In Bandung
Yeah,
or
I'm
where?
Indonesia.
Yeah, where?
I'm still in Jakarta, but actually I just returned from Bali. Yeah,
All right. You're so
yeah,
much busy.
yeah. Correct.
We
Yeah,
are
this
lucky
is.
to have you in this webinar as well.
Thank you very much. It's a good topic already. Actually, I prepared two questions already.
All right, you are ready.
I've
Yeah,
told
yeah.
you, Mr. Hijrah, I've told you before. There's so many lists tonight.
All right, don't worry. Let me call him.
I
Yes,
worry
please.
his battery is low,
Yes.
Mr. Hijrah. I
Um,
worry.
You are disconnected, Julian?
I don't know why I'm back. I'm back. I'm back here online.
Okay, you can start again.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Bambang, I think we have Bu Mania and Bu Meli right here, yeah. And Professor Agus. Welcome to Bu Melia and Bu Mania.
Hello, Bu Iyu. How are things with you this night?
Hello,
Great.
Prof.
Yeah.
Where are you
Widi,
from?
Prof.
Hello,
Hello,
everyone. It's a
yeah,
great
you.
seminar, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm off cam.
It's okay, Bu Mania. How are you, Bu Mania? Prof.
Welcome, Bu Mania.
I'm good. Yeah, Mr. Bambang, thank you.
Bu Mania still on the way.
Yeah.
On the way to the Bali.
Oh. Still in Bandung.
Bu Meli, how are you, Bu Meli? Bu Melia.
Into them. Miss Ayu, don't worry. Dr. Julian still have a problem with the connection, but he's on the way. Don't worry.
It's okay, we'll be waiting, Mr. Hijrah.
Bu Melia, the same Bu Mania, still on the way.
Still on the way too.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe in this webinar, maybe we can start ask the audience whether they have question or they want to share something.
Maybe you will share something, Mr. Stephen, as always, and we'll be here all about your speech.
Well, actually, yeah, this is an interesting topic anyway, because I'm in charge for conducting 3PL in Shop Electronic Indonesia. With we conduct have worker approximately now to reach to 400. Yeah, most of the 400 actually, like in 2 warehouse, we conduct outsourcing, and only 2 permanent employee, which is supervisor and HSA. So that is interesting topic for me, actually. But actually, I have prepared a question already. Yeah, for actually one of my question with later on maybe the speaker can maybe give an insight. For example, you know, when we conduct 3PL, 4PL, or 5PL, there will be a data, there will be information that we share to the party logistic or the partner logistic. Actually, one of my question is, how is the law to protect this? What kind of a law that to ensure that it have to be protect the benefit of the company, of the customer? That's the first one. And the second one, whether any standard that the logistic company or the party provider that have a standard like like ISO or anything that allowed to conduct third party, fifth party, fourth party, and fifth party, because as I informed already in the beginning, there are information, there are a secret of business, there are something that are very important for the company, and the party logistic handle, they have the data. So how to protect this should be, in my opinion, should be there are a standard that a third party or fifth party or fourth party can conduct or name there as a fourth party, fifth party logistic party partner to conduct this activity in order to secure the customer benefit.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
Mr.
that's two
Stephen.
questions from me
I
only.
have already spotlight Professor Agus Purnomo, so I'm sure that he already have the answer about that. Would you please, time is yours, Mr. Professor Agus.
I think it's Mr. Stephen have a great explanation about 3PL, yeah. But we can discuss about the Indonesian case in party in logistic. In my opinion, Indonesia is dominance of 3PL 3PL in Indonesia, yeah, Mr. Stephen. Cause I think it's the characteristics of the company in Indonesia is dominant also in small medium enterprise and e-commerce players, and they need a fleet or warehouse making or more efficient outsourcing transportation and distribution. So they choose the 3PL provider, then the 4PL and 5PL. I think as a 4PL and 5PL is remain limited. Cost is 4PL and 5PL are used to the large company such as BUMN or state or large company, yeah, not BUMNs only because they need the advanced technology and readiness. How about the audience opinion about the what a type of party logistic in Indonesian dominant use in Indonesia? Okay, how about Mr. Stephen?
Usually, we have ISO 27-1001, but usually this is for the IT company. But I never. But I mean that 27001 is for the ISO for the data information. But usually that is owned by IT company because they conduct, they process all data. But rarely I see the logistic company have this ISO actually. That's why I would like to interesting. But Indonesia, as Professor Agus mentioned, Indonesia not so many. I mean, they just doing the business. They're logistic, they're just doing the business. But that's why what more interesting, like I mean that the speaker is from overseas. We like to sharing knowledge, whether in Qatar or in other overseas. It's same like Indonesia. I'm logistic company. I can conduct third party, fourth party, fifth party, but no ISO, no license. Or in overseas, maybe they are mandatory by the government. They have this that ISO, for example. Yeah.
Dr. Hijrah. Hello, Dr.
Yes, Professor Agus, I just contacted Dr. Julian. He is still fixing the internet connection.
Okay, no problem.
Because he was on the way. He's not at home. He's in the car, basically.
Oh, yeah. I saw he's still in the car,
Yeah,
yeah? Yeah.
he tried to
Okay.
make. Today is very busy for him.
Yeah, thank you very much for Dr. Hijrah support
No
this
worries. It's my pleasure,
event,
Professor
yeah.
Agus.
We have a 3-time event to support from Dr. Hijrah, promote Dr. Hijrah. By the way, Dr. Hijrah, in Abu Dhabi, we know, yeah, we discuss about the party logistic in Abu Dhabi, yeah. In Abu Dhabi, I think it's a different situation and different case in Indonesia because in Abu Dhabi there is a trade-based economy and re-export hub, world-class logistic infrastructure. They have a high digitalization and smart logistic, I think, and also. Uh, uh, Also, I know this government support. Yeah, Abu Dhabi have the Vision 2030. That is positioning logistic and strategic sector. And what is your opinion, Dr. Hija? What type the party logistic dominant in Abu Dhabi?
Well, Abu Dhabi, especially UAE, right, is well developed for the infrastructure, right? So they're so much ambitious to be the hub of logistic in the Middle East. That's why now the project of train infrastructure is in there, and then is already there. It's connect Oman, Qatar, right? Saudi Arabia, and then as Mr. Stephen discussed about the license, yes, here the regulator, the government as the regulator, have a very important role to manage all of this, right? So everything will be like under the monitor and regulation of the government, and then it should follow the certifications and the license and follow the environment and many things. So there are so much like big company here to be in the UAE, right? As they have the collaboration, not just 3PL, but it goes further through the 4PL or 5PL even. 5PL is more strategic. Is between two big companies. Is more strategic, right? But 4PL is just supply chain integration, supply chain probably. Professor Agus, let me answer Dr. Julian's phone first.
Okay.
He'll be back in 2 minutes, he said. Internet connection is solved, alhamdulillah. So yes, you will see the role of government. Basically, digitalization it needs investment, Professor Agus, and you know that UAE, Middle East, commonly they have a huge investment on this, and then like Saudi Arabia now, they are so much ambitious to be the leader. It's a leading in digitalization, as well as UAE, right? As you know now, UAE is like a country of thousands of apps. Every sector, ministry, government is linked, connected with the digitalization. And then even at the moment, my phone, my bank card, everything is with government. Nobody can hide from government. Right, they have so yeah, logistic especially it can be utilized with the system digitalization and things, right? That's why the company like Amazon, it's much easy for them to operate in Abu Dhabi or UAE, in Dubai, something like that, right? So probably that's give you insight, Professor Agus. You really need to come here to see Professor Agus. Please.
Yes, of course.
You are most welcome.
I want to see Abu Dhabi, but yeah, maybe it will be a viable sponsor for the government of Abu Dhabi.
No, it's okay. I mean, like for further,
Yeah,
you know,
we will
collaboration
go
with
to the Mr.
universities
Steven
here.
and Bu Dr. Erna and other when we have a sponsor to the Abu Dhabi government and how to get the sponsor to the government or the university. Do you have any idea, Dr. Hijrah?
Yes, sure. I mean, like, they
Yeah,
are
because we know
looking.
that Abu Dhabi is a rich country, yeah. It's
Yes.
different from Indonesia. It's a poor country.
No,
Poor
Indonesia is
country.
developing, and then UAE is a developed one. I mean, like, well, basically, it's complicated. I mean, like, good corporate governance should be there. Indonesia will not be, growing to be a developed
Yeah.
country until, the governments apply the good corporate governance. That's it. Right, because that's the main factors
Mhm.
for a country to be developed. Right.
Yeah.
Right. And then, like, for example, Professor Agus, I
Yes.
have like stories like many investors from Saudi Arabia, they are now stop giving investment in Indonesia because you know why? Even like you said, the state-owned banking cannot secure their funding, cannot secure their money.
Why?
I don't have any idea. Like, that's Indonesia. How? Even their money is gone, and
What?
nobody. Their money is gone, and then nobody responsible on that.
Yeah.
So it's
It's mean
it's a
Indonesian
crisis.
is have a smart hacker. Yeah, smart hacker. How they can hack the
The
dormant
bureaucracy, the
dormant.
system is not secure. Then that's
No, bro.
banking system.
The money is go to IKN, of course. I'm just kidding, okay?
It could be true, Miss Yayu. It could be true, but
Yeah, it could
that's
be
the
true.
fact, right? So that's why probably Amazon's scared to come to Indonesia because it's huge investment.
And Mr.
By the
Hijrah,
way, in UEA, how about the banking system? Is all banking system is adopt the Sharia concept or
You can choose.
you
Professor
choose, yeah.
Agus, here is available. You can choose, like, everywhere there is always positive, negatives in there. So which one you choose? The Sharia is in there, the conventional is in there, the same. But here, zero tax. That's the things.
All zero tax. But
Zero.
it's still also the conventional
VAT is
rate.
still there, 5%, but income tax is not there.
Mr. Hijrah, Dr. Julian
I'm
Dr.
back,
John is
guys.
in there?
I'm back.
yeah.
Okay.
Let's join.
Okay.
Sorry for
Go
the
ahead, Julian.
for the compulsory break. But okay. So guys, yeah, so we were hearing this case study related to e-commerce. Very much it shows the evolution, what has happened to many companies in this business, right? In 2019, especially when it was starting, then partnered with local delivery services, scale.
You still have your
scaling
slide,
in-
Julian?
Yeah, you can. It's not
It's
showing.
not in there.
Sorry.
No.
Okay, let me just share it. You see it?
Yes,
Yes,
very clear.
Julian.
Good. So we see here let me just put
So we see here 2019, I would say, this timeline of some development in the e-commerce. Companies that started small escalated to 500 orders monthly, right? Which is already, imagine, the increase is quite huge. So with improved delivery times, so they needed better delivery times. It was more demands from customers, and then of course 1PL was not possible. 500 from 50 orders to 500, you don't have the equipment, the assets to be able to manage this. So we moved to 2PL, of course, kind of a logic development. And then it says 2021 for many countries has been, this is the timeline, 3PL. I would not say Korea, Japan, but many other companies that follow 2021, 3PL. Why? You see the escalation from 500 orders to 5,000 orders. Outsource to full service 3PL provider was necessary, right? To achieve 5,000 orders monthly, they needed automated fulfillment of the orders. So automated fulfillment from escalation to 5,000 orders, it was necessary to jump to the characteristics of a 3PL, right? Not just transportation, but maybe inventory management and way more things that were necessary. What would say phase number 4, 2023, 4PL, now jumping from 5,000 orders to 25,000 orders monthly. That's huge. E-commerce, I think, is the characteristics of an industry that has been demanding this increase in, or moving to a really different service levels in quite short time. Implemented 4PL strategy for multi-channel optimization, right? Different channels, optimization, reaching 25,000 orders monthly across platforms. So different platforms, not just Amazon, but maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 platforms. You need to have a 4PL characteristics that you have to integrate the orders of 4 or 5 different platforms into comprehensive delivery framework. And then we move to the 5 steps that they were talking 2024 only, you see here. So we see that 5PL is kind of very interesting term and keyword for the last 10 years, but it's really, really been implemented not very far time ago, especially in e-commerce. Adopted 5PL, a technology solution for AI-driven, that is what Amazon is doing, demand forecasting and global expansion capabilities. So from 25,000 orders, way, way higher, many different orders. So you see the evolution here that happens in the e-commerce, which demanded a necessity to jump into a more comprehensive logistics systems. From 1PL to using innovation technology, AI-driven. So basically here with this progression, we can see how businesses can strategically evolve their logistics partnership to support exponential growth and operational sophistication. So any question on this one, guys? Any questions on the evolution of the e-commerce case, seeing clearly the scalability of the business and the necessity of being more complex, having more complex service operations? So let's see, from e-commerce, small parcels to electronics. What can you tell me about this? You know, pretty much the trend is similar. So let's say the case study. Who wants to read the case study? Because I don't want to talk more. I'm already tired of talking. Who wants to discuss this? Anyone?
Okay, anyone?
Anyone that wants to read?
Mr. Stephen,
I want to hear the nice Indonesian accent, please.
Miss Yayu, you can read the case study, right? Louder to the participant.
Okay, I will read the case study for you guys. The case study is about electronics manufacturer, right?
Correct.
Okay. A mid-sized electronics manufacturer is experiencing rapid growth. Currently, the slides.
Yeah. No, it was not me. It was not me. I don't know what happened.
That's okay. That's okay. I really enjoyed my read. Okay. Currently, the company manages transportation and warehousing with its own vehicles and facilities. However, as demand increases internationally, management is considering outsourcing some or all logistic function. As a logistic consultant, analyze which type of logistic service provider, 1PL, 2PL, 3PL, or 4PL, would best suit the company at different stages of its growth. Justify your recommendations, beginning with an introduction about LSP, follow the comparing the advantages and limitations of each four providers type, and propose the most effective solution for the company's current situation. So, guys, anyone help me to discuss about the case study, manufacturer of electronic, please?
You can
You
think
can
about if
raise
you
your
want
hand.
to think about for 5 minutes and then tell me. I mean, then we can discuss. I give you 5 minutes to think about. Maybe you would say, yeah, but we need more information. You can make some assumptions if you want. The company definitely is growing. Okay.
Okay, sure. 5 minutes.
You have 5 minutes and then we can discuss it. And then, yeah.
Okay, 5 minutes will be start from now.
It's already well settled.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have medical screen, so I can work the back.
Ah, no, sorry.
We don't have medical screen today, so I.
So it's time to prepare your answer, right?
Okay, anyone has the answer? You can raise your hand.
Anyone ready?
So anyone ready? Let's do it. I think the time already. I took a lot of time of you guys, so let's do it. I mean, we can move because you're already experts in SP. We can move forward from the definition of LSP. I mean, let me see the first part. Just introduction about LSP. I think we can avoid that one. Company advantages and limitation of each of the four okay. You can also omit this comparison of the 4PLs because we already saw it. So what do you think is the most effective solution for the company's current situation? I don't think we have enough information for the current situation, but you can make some assumptions. Electronics. It says mid-sized company, which gives us
They can start with 3PL.
Okay.
Stick with 3PL, but plan future for 4PL.
Okay, 3PL, why?
3PL, because the keyword is international growth, but I'm sure that the company is 1PL right now because they have own vehicles and facilities.
It's the cell phone. Sorry.
Pardon me, sir? Hello?
Sorry, the internet is a little bit weak now because somebody. Yeah, tell me again. I'm listening again. Hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, Mr. Julian, can you repeat?
Yes, I
Because
can hear you now. Tell me again.
okay. I think that the company is 1PL right now because they have own vehicles and facilities, but
Yes.
because there is a keyword international growth. I think that's the
Yes.
keyword. So they need to immediately to move to 3PL, but they need to plan for the future 4PL. Maybe anyone
Okay.
else would answer
I
or
like
have
the way
any.
you analyze it because you say international. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes, sir. Because
Because you said demand increase international,
yes,
definitely it has to
yes,
move
increases
beyond 2PL.
international.
It needs to
Yes,
move beyond 2PL to 3PL. Good point. Very good point. So far, most probably we're in 3PL. If we have orders, I don't know how many, but definitely international give you a key point there. Okay. So you said the most effective solution is 3PL because it's going internationally, right? And it needs a little bit more than just transportation. Correct?
correct. But when everything going to complex, they have to prepare for PL, right? But maybe
Okay.
Another my friends also have
Can you
another
give me
answer maybe.
can you give me an example when this company should think about 4PL?
Mm,
Hi, Mr. Julian. How are you?
Yes.
Mr. Stephen. Okay, help me right here, Mr. Stephen.
Yeah, actually, I'm provider for the 3PL for the shop Electronic Indonesia.
Oh wow, that's cool. That's
Yeah,
good.
if talk about the which one, I think it depend on the condition. For example, in the case study, it was mentioned a mid-sized electronic manufacturer. It means that the company is experiencing rapid growth. So for the manufacturing, if they experience rapid growth, it must be difficult for them to looking for the employee. So they will need a third party for one application. And the second, the condition of Indonesia is quite unique. We have so many holidays. So for example, in some holiday, I mean that in a year, some month, like for example, during Idle Fitri, they can holidays for 10 or 2 weeks, which is if the company have their own employee, they have a fixed cost, but the production is only for 2 weeks. So the best one is use the third-party logistic. However, if the manufacturer only conduct local, third party is enough. However, as mentioned by Bu Yayu, as mentioned from Bu Yayu, if going international, then they might be need a fourth party networking in overseas. They get product from overseas to Indonesia and Indonesia to other overseas.
Yes. So yes, definitely I agree with you, 3PL, but when and it says internationally, but internationally to one country, two countries, three countries, when we're maybe looking into more countries, then we need to coordinate with another 3PLs maybe, and then we start to move into 4PL, right? When we need to work with another logistics service provider, then we will start to look into a 4PL. And I don't know the type of business of electronics. It's kind of complex to think. I mean, but in any industry, you can think about AI and data analytics, especially if you're growing faster. But for now, 3PL internationally, I think is enough. If you think about more than 2-3 countries, then 4PL, more than one logistics provider or 2 or 3. Think about 4PL. And if you're looking into your company's growing extremely fast, production is huge, down 2, 3, 4 plants, maybe then we can think about some more innovation and something different, right? Okay, guys, so I think I took enough time from you based on also the technical difficulties, but any question you have?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Julian, for insightful presentation. I think now we will open the floor for question and answer session.
Yes.
Okay, any participants may raise your hand or type your question in chat box.
Let me now see some pictures. I want to see some pictures here. Okay, yes. Anyone wants to? Yeah, any question? Maybe we have 2, 3 questions.
Okay, pass, Mr. Stephen, go through for your question.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Mr. Jalan, that's a question from my side. Actually, like in Indonesia, just sharing experience. In Indonesia, mostly we not all the player not very concerned about the data information. Yeah, as we know that the ISO 27001 is only using for the IT technology because they do the data, they do information. But Indonesia, yeah, it's like all logistic company can conduct 3PL, 4PL, 5PL. But however, there are some data transaction. So I just would like to know how about in for your experience in overseas, the government as a regulator or anyone can do regulator must have standard before the company can do service for the 3PL, 4PL, 5PL. They must have an ISO or maybe have another license. That's a question from my side. Thank you.
Well, definitely, I think the ISO for management practices definitely is a must, especially if you're talking about 4PL, 4PL, because they're really big players. I would say even the 3PL. For 1PL, 2PL, well, it all depends of customers, right? If I'm a customer, I think I would like to see ISO certification for many of these companies because they should have good practices. But some of the, especially 2 players as well, there's big companies, 2 players, all the airlines and many, of course, shipping companies, they definitely need to have ISO as well. So I would say it depends on the size of the logistics company that we're thinking about, and depends on the customer. But as a government, I don't think so. The government is more about customers and good practices internally from the company, to be honest. But I don't see here, beside demands from your customers to the companies to have ISO certificates, and beside you as a company to show to your customers that you're more competitive and that you have good practices, I don't see I don't see the push from the government side. Unless you're doing businesses with the government, of course. If you're doing businesses with the government, it's another story. Then maybe they demand it. Am I answering your question?
Yes, thank you very much. Yeah, quite answering actually.
Yeah, basically there's no government regulation that if you're gonna establish a company, logistics, you need to have ISO 4001 and ISO 7001 and this. No, I haven't seen it yet. It's just company wants to do it because they want to compete, they want to do maybe contract with the government, and then they have to do it.
One more question from my side, Mr. Julian.
Sure.
Yes.
If talking about 3PL, the technology, as you know, that now AI is taking charge to all editing here. So what do you think, what's your opinion? It's really that AI is very important in this 4PL activity.
In the 5PL, I say yes, it's a must. In the 4PL even as well. In the 2, 3PL, still no. I don't think it's as per the principle of the characteristics. I think.
Okay, thank you very much for your answer.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Stefan, for your question. And Mr. Julian.
You hear me? You hear me?
Yes, I think
Hello?
yeah, I can hear you, Mr. Julian, very clear. You hear me?
Yeah, I was answering, but you cut me. That's why. What I was saying is AI.
All right.
For 5PL and 4PL is a must. I would say for 3PL, and many people are using AI, but companies per se still is a long way to go. Not a very long way, but still is, as a business to business, still there's some challenges.
Okay, Mr. Julian. Finish, yeah? Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
I think
Sorry?
thank you very much for your insightful presentation. Now to appreciate our distinguished speaker, we would like now to present a certificate of
Sorry, guys,
appreciation.
Did you hear what I was saying? I wasn't mute my phone, my microphone now. Did you hear what I was saying?
Sorry, Miss.
I think a little delay about your
Did you
connection,
hear what I was
Mr.
mentioning now?
Julian.
But now you can hear me?
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, it's clear.
It's clear.
No, the last question was that about AI. I think AI for 5PL and these companies is moving really faster. For 3PL, 2PL, I think still companies to company business is still moving a little slow. For people like you and me, AI is moving faster than companies implementation. All right. Any other question, guys?
Hello, Mr. Bambang.
Okay, everyone, ladies and gentlemen, I think
Mr. Bambang.
Yes,
Could you
Professor.
hear me? Yeah. May I respond case study?
Sure, Professor.
Yeah.
Please.
Okay, Mr. Julian, I think is interesting case study, and I want to give the other perspective about this the interesting case study. And when we look this current state, the company have a rapid international growth. This is a keyword. Okay, I agree
Yes.
to Bu Yayu, yeah. But the company already on the valuable logistic asset, yeah, such as vehicle and warehouse facility. And this resource should not be abandoned outright, but strategically integrated into the a path of outsourcing model. So I offer three roadmap or three states, yeah, to the how they implemented the party of logistic. The first, the short term, I think it can be hybrid using first PL and third PL. Yeah, because in my reason they still have the valuable asset vehicle and warehouse facility. It means it is using domestic logistic existing with a vehicle and warehousing and ensuring the cost efficiency and continuity in the local market. At the same time, it should begin outsourcing in international transportation, custom clearance, opposite warehousing, using the 3PL provider. the second phase or the medium term, it can be expansion phase to the partial third-party integration. As international demand growth, the company can gradually scale down reliance on this own transportation fleet for long haul or cross-border shipment. And additional warehousing of function, especially in international market, should be outsourced to the 3PL to ensure speed, flexibility, and scalability. And the final step of the long term, I call it maturity pace. It can be transitioned to the fourth party logistic. Once the company global supply chain become more complex, it should be engaged fourth party provider to act the strategy integrator. In this model, the fourth party logistic manages multiple third party while advising and how best to deploy the company on asset. I think this my opinion about this case study. Thank you, Mr. Julian.
I think it's great inputs. So it shows clearly that there can be different strategies. If I'm not wrong, you mentioned that locally he can use his own trucks and things, but internationally he can move to another stage, right?
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
So yeah,
Professor
can be,
Agus.
right? Maybe you think in one way, and maybe another person can come with another solution, and then but definitely yours is I agree totally with your approach. Very good points.
Okay, Mr. Julian, thank you very much. And Professor Agus,
Thank you so
very
much, guys. Appreciate it was a good meeting all of you.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, I think to appreciate our distinguished speaker, we'd like to present a certificate of appreciation. Can share.
Mr. Babang, before the closing of this event, may I give a closing remark to
yes, Professor.
Speaker? Okay, thank you. Sorry, I had problem. Okay. Thank you for the opportunity to give me to deliver the closing remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end today webinar, I would like, on behalf of the ULBI, to express my sincere gratitude and appreciation. First, our higher appreciation goes to the distinguished speaker, Dr. Julian Barona, Senior Lecturer of Logistic and Supply Chain Management at the Higher College of Technology, Abu Dhabi, UAE. Thank you for your inspiring and insightful presentation on the logistics service level and practice features, comparison, and case study. Your lecture have given us not only a deep understanding of the concept of the service level, but also practical knowledge on how different approach can be applied and compared across industry. Most importantly, your clear explanation of the evolution from 1PL until to the 5th PL has provided us with a comparison framework to see how logistics service continue to development. From basic in-house logistics to integrated and technology-driven provider that play a strategic role in the global supply chain. By learning from this comparison and case example, our student and participant can better connect a theory with practice, with a crucial for preparing future a leader in logistics and supply chain. We would also like to extend our appreciation to Dr. Hijrah Saputra for his strong support in the promoting this event. Our gratitude also goes to the Dean of Faculty of Logistics and Business and the Head of the Master of Logistics Management Program, our respected lecturers, the organizing committees, all master students, and every participant who has joined today's session. This webinar clearly saw how international collaboration enriched the Master of Logistics Management Program at ULBI. Having a global expert with such a strong academic and professional background helped us to broaden perspective, strengthen critical thinking, and align our learning with the latest international trend in logistics and supply chain. This is how we ensure that our graduates are ready to compete, contribute, and lead in global arena. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, today's session is not just an academic event, but a milestone. I reflect ULBI's commitment to excellence, innovation, and global engagement. Let us carry the inspiration and knowledge gained today as a fuel for the greater achievement ahead. With that, I officially close this webinar. Thank you very much, and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
Thank you, Professor Agus, for
Thank you very
the
much.
closing remark from Professor Agus. And now, please allow to share the certificates for Mr. Julian. Ladies and gentlemen, to appreciate our distinguished speaker, would like to present certificates of
Give
appreciation.
Dr. Julian applause.
Okay.
Please. Could you take a picture? Take a picture, please. Bu Yayo, take a picture, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, take a picture with side by side with the certificate.
Okay. Mr. Julie will help me to take the picture.
Okay.
Share it with me, please, guys.
Yeah, sure. They will share it with you. Dr. Anna will send it to you officially, inshallah. Julian.
Not the picture, I mean the picture
Yes.
as well. The picture, please.
Okay, sure. So, guys, we'll see your best smile. And open your cam.
Open your cam, okay.
Okay, give me L.
Logistik.
Give me L. Okay, and then we'll take the picture. 3, 2, 1. Okay, Kang Juli, are you ready? Once more. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much, Bu Yayu.
Thank you very much.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the end of this mini global lecture, let me express our deepest gratitude to our honorable guest speaker, respected lecturers, and all participants who have joined this academic discussion. May today's lecture inspire us to strengthen logistic and supply chain management education in Indonesia and beyond. Thank you, and see you at our next event. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you, Dr. Julian. Thank you, Dr. Hijrah.
Julian.
Thank you,
Julian.
Best.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you very much.
Prof.
Wish you all the
Thank you,
best.
Prof.
Pak
Thank you.
Bambang,
Pak
best
Hijrah,
ya.
thank you.
The best MC.
Thank you, Pak Bambang. Thank you, Bu Yayu, Bu Erna.
Bu
Sehat
Yayu,
semua.
See you
Stefan and
at the
others
next mini
participant.
lecture.
Thank you ya Bu Erna.
Uncertainty in the
Okay,
global
terima
supply
kasih,
It's a
chain.
good job.
Bagus,
Good job.
terima kasih.
E-commerce booming. Businesses need skilled professionals
Teh Ayu, terima kasih luar biasa.
Sabi, terima kasih.
Nuhun Bu Yayu.
Sabi,
Tim, oke, thank you tim.
Terima kasih